Namaskar friends, welcome back to Mohanjanics. I hope all of you are safe and healthy and your studies also going well. In our previous lecture, we have already discussed about what is unit impulse signal or unit impulse function. In that lecture, we have also discussed 5 properties of unit impulse function with their examples. In this lecture, we will discuss the 6th property of unit impulse function and what are the questions which can come into gate and some important exams. So without any delay, let's start. Before starting this lecture, I want all of you to attend this question and write the answer in the comment section below. I will give answer of this question at the end of this lecture. So पढ़ाई शुरू करते हैं. Our sixth property of unit impulse is xt del t minus t1. If there is function xt will be some function multiplied with del t minus t1. T minus t1 is time shifting. Remember time shifting. It can come anytime. So time shifting, time scaling, amplitude scaling. These are basic properties and basic operations of functions. These will be useful. I have already covered in my initial lectures. If you don't know till now, you can watch those lectures. So let's focus here in the sixth property. Here, if any function xt is multiplied with impulse function del t minus t1, then that function will become, this whole function will become xt1 into del t minus t1. You cannot mug up these equations. So don't worry, I will explain these property with example. So let's suppose any function xt is like this. It is the function xt. And see here what we have to do. We have to multiply xt with del t minus t1. So let's draw an impulse function del t minus t1. To draw del t minus t1, we have to shift our del t function by t1. How we can do? This is our del t function which is placed at t is equal to 0. So we have to shift it by t1 in right hand side, as here it is negative del t minus t1. So we have to shift this signal by t1. So suppose this is the point t1, then this function will come this side like this. Okay friends, so as of now I am erasing this part. So this is del t minus t1. Now we have to multiply these two functions. So you can see that this function del t minus t1 is 0 except at the point t is equal to t1. Except this point, this is 0. So if we multiply anything with 0, then it will come out as 0. So let's draw xt del t minus t1. So it will be 0 except at point t is equal to t1. Then what will be the value at point t is equal to t1? We can suppose that this is point t1. Okay. Now the value of xt at t1 will be, this point will be xt1. Okay, now this xt1 multiplied with this function will come out as just like this. This will become weighted impulse, that is xt1. Weight of this impulse function is xt1, and we can say that this whole function is xt1 del t minus t1, to show that it is at t is equal to t1. Okay, so it is very simple. That's why we can say that xt into del t minus t1 become xt1 into del t minus t1. This shows the point at which xt1 is there. So it is weighted impulse. The weight of this impulse is xt1. Now I can assure you that you will remember this property always. So let's discuss some of its example. The example or question It can come into GATE or similar exams. It is like this. But before solving this question, I want to tell you all that please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it. So the question is, we have to simplify yt is equal to 2t square del t minus 2. We have to apply this property here. So to apply this property, what is xt? We have to convert these, or we have to segregate these function into this kind of function. So if we compare these two functions, what will be our xt? Xt will be 2t square. And what is value of t here? Value of Value of t1 is 2. So we can compare these two signals. So for right hand side, we have to simplify if yt, then I can write that yt will be xt1. What is value of t1? T1 is 2. Xt1 is equal to 2 del t minus 2. Okay, now we just have to replace in place of t in xt with 2. So what it will become? It will become as 2 into, in place of t I will write 2. Okay, then it will become 2 into 2 square del t minus 2, that is equal to 8 del t minus 2. This is our answer. This is very simple. You can get 1 mark or even 2 mark easily in your GATE exams by knowing this property. So let's move into our question which I have asked in starting of our lecture. I hope all of you have got it right. So let's solve it. We here also we have to simplify this zt is equal to 2 sine t del 2t minus pi. Here also we have to apply the same property which was xt into del t minus t1 is equal to xt1 del t minus t1. Now we have to compare this function or this equation into this equation. But here one difference is there. Here we have del t minus t1. But in our question it is del 2t minus pi. So in place of t here it is 2t. So we have to apply fifth property. We have already learned in our previous lecture. What was that? If del at minus t1 is there, suppose, then it will become 1 by mod a del t minus t1. So we have to apply this property first here. So by applying that property, zt will become 2 sine t. Here what I will do, I will take common 2. If I take common as 2, then it will become t and minus pi by 2. Okay. So it will become like this. Now I will apply this property here. So it will become 2 sine t into what is a? 2. A is 2 here. Or if we compare this property with this equation, okay, then what is a? A is 2. So it will become 1 by 2 as per this property del t minus pi by 2. Okay. Now what we have to do? We just, these two and these two will cancel first. Now we have to apply this property, our sixth property. For sixth property, what is xt? Xt is, I am writing here so that you will get it clearly. Xt is sine t. Okay. And what is t1? T1 is pi by 2. Okay. So what we have to do? xt1. xt1 means sine, in place of t, what I have to write? Pi by 2. What is t1? Pi by 2. That's why I am directly writing sine pi by 2 del t minus pi by 2. Okay. Now it will become sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. That's why it will ultimately become del t minus pi by 2, which was our option A, del t minus pi by 2. I hope all of you have got it right. फिलहाल इस लेक्चर में इतना ही। इम्पल्स फंक्शन के कुछ और भी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं जिन्हें मैं अपने नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में बताऊंगा। उसके साथ ही साथ आप लोगों को कुछ क्वेश्चन भी सॉल्व करके बताऊंगा जो कि आप लोगों के एग्जाम्स के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाले हैं। उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप लोगों को ये लेक्चर्स अच्छी तरह समझ में आया। अगर हाँ तो इस वीडियो को लाइक करना ना भूलें, अपने दोस्तों में ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करें। अगर कोई भी डाउट हो, कोई क्वेरी या फीडबैक हो तो उसे कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखना ना भूलें। और मेरे साथ जुड़े रहने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और हाँ बेल आइकन को भी प्रेस कर दें ताकि आपको सारे वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन मिलती रहे। फेसबुक, इंस्टा, टेलीग्राम इन सभी चैनल के लिंक्स आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएंगे। आप वहां भी मुझे फॉलो कर सकते हैं। इस वीडियो को अंत तक देखने के लिए धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।